was about 60% of our work was out of Fort Hood and other military places. Did a lot of work at UT, and those were really good jobs that we did. And then we had a job, and it was, you know, at A&M. I was the baseball field, and I'll say it was a nice job. I won't say what I think of the job, though. Again, I always think about our employees and making sure that we do right for them, because if we do it that way, you know, it does it for them, and then it comes back again to us to be good. One of the biggest ones is I didn't learn to speak Spanish. That's one of the biggest things that I really blew, is not doing that, because, you know, we have over 90% people that are just, you know, Spanish, and that's important. It's important that you can talk to your employees, and if you can't do that, it's pretty tough. And that's one of the mistakes I really made. You can't depend on that you're gonna one day wake up, go to work, and life's gonna be easy, because it's not. It's hard. You gotta work at it. In order for us to gotten here, or how I got here, is I must have done something right. Biggest thing is Susie, because we never would have made it without her.
When I was little, we would have a salt and pepper shaker at home. I used to think that it stood for Susie and Paul. And now that I grow up, I look at their personalities, and they're very much like salt and pepper, because they are very different, but they also go together very well, and they complement each other. And I think that is one of the pieces of success that made P&S Masonry.
When I decided to become a bricklayer, you know, I was going to actually the university, Tarleton State, and Susie and I were going to get married, and we decided that I was going to become a bricklayer, and so we did that, and I got all my stuff, put it in our vehicle, and drove home, and that was in Hamilton, Texas. And when I got home to Mom and Dad's place, I drove up, and it happened to be my dad was out in the yard, and he asked me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I quit college, and I'm going to become a bricklayer." And my dad looked at me and he said, "You just ruined your life." And I said, "Now Dad, you grew up with a family of bricklayers as well." They weren't in his family, but they were good friends right behind where he grew up at. And I talked to him about it and said, "Dad, things are a lot different than what you did then." And he said, I said, "I'm going to become a bricklayer. I'm going to work for Gene Lee," and they were good friends. And he said, "Yeah, but you really made a big mistake, son." And I said, "It's okay. We'll make it happen." Well, it took 20 years before Dad came up put his arm around me on my back, and he said, "I made a mistake. You were right." So, well, number one is there's no reason to go to university. We've got a place for you to work, and because it's a very profitable business. It is. It works well. But again, you gotta know, you gotta get up and you gotta go to work. If you're planning to go to work, you gotta get up in the morning. You gotta be there on time. And you gotta make it happen for your life. And remember that, you know, you have the opportunity to make it happen. So it can be a really good ride.